Hey, what is up guys? It's Brendan here, and today we're going to be taking a look at and comparing two of the top student loan providers. We're going to be breaking down SoFi versus Sallie Mae, which is the best company for you to get started with for your student loans, whether you're looking for private student loans for undergraduate or whatever type of school program that you're going to be enrolling in your upcoming semester. Again, we're going to be breaking down Sallie Mae and SoFi and which is the better company and what does it look like when it comes to interest rates and their rate breakdowns and what they look like as a lender overall. So that's what we're going to be taking a look at here in today's video. Again, breaking down SoFi and Sallie Mae. And of course, if you'd like to get signed up with either company or go ahead and check them out, you can go check out those links linked down below in the video description. Again, some of which are affiliate links, which can be a great way to help out and support the channel. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into this review in comparison against Sallie Mae and SoFi. Now, these are two of the top student loan providers. We actually ranked them in our list here of some of the top student loan providers. Now, if you want to get access to this page here, you can go and check out that first link down below in the video description. This page will also be up to date, so no matter when you're watching this video, you can go ahead and make sure that some of the top student loan providers are going to be in that list. Again, it's that first link down below in the video description. That's brentvalesky.com/best student loans. It will take you over to this page here where you can compare and shop for the best student loans. And in this video, we're breaking down again SoFi and Sallie Mae. Now, our top lenders include College Ave, SoFi, and Sallie Mae, as SoFi and Sallie Mae are actually two of our top student loan providers right after College Ave as well. Now, in this video, we're just going to be focusing in on SoFi and Sallie Mae. Now, doing a brief overview of what SoFi looks like, getting started with SoFi first, is that they have no fees required. They cover the full attendance cost, as well as that they offer fixed rates starting at 3.23% all the way up to 15.99% with auto pay. Now, they do have certain rate discounts depending on when you're watching this video. As you may have seen here, if you can get a cash bonus for good grades, which can be a good way to save a little bit of extra money, they do also potentially offer certain rate discounts if you complete your loan application by a certain date. Again, it depends on when you're watching this video and what the current offer is that SoFi is currently offering. Now, in terms of additional things to consider with the loan types, again, they also have variable rates in comparison to fixed rates that start at 4.39% all the way up to 16.85% with auto pay. Now, of course, these rates are always subject to change. Be sure to see how to apply it, the links down below, to get the most realistic and up-to-date quotes as far as what you may qualify for and what your rate would look like, because it does differ for every single person applying. Now, with SoFi, you can also save on interest with their rate discounts for auto pay, which is 0.25%, continuing scholar borrowers, which is 0.125%, and co-signers taking a second student loan at 0.25%. So they do have certain rate discounts as well. Now, they are eligible for the U.S., Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands are the residents that are eligible for student loans, and you can get a quote online in minutes. Now, something else to consider and understand about SoFi is that they do have a soft credit pull application, which means that's no effect to your credit score, which is a nice way to shop around so you can actually view your rate. Again, as you can see here, checking won't affect your credit score as per their direct website. So that's something to keep in mind. Very important when you're going through the rate shopping process to kind of get an idea of where you actually fall, is that, you can shop around without actually dinging your credit score, which is really nice. Again, it is a soft credit pull with SoFi. Something else to consider as well is that they do have a lot of other financial products available and products and services. So they do have, bank accounts, investing accounts, lots of other things like that. Now, that doesn't really particularly pertain to student loans exactly, but it does kind of go into their marketing, right? They are a little bit focused on a variety of different types of financial products and services. Again, student loans isn't just the only thing that they do in their business. It is just kind of something to keep in mind. Although it doesn't really directly impact the product, it is something just to keep in mind as well. Now, in terms of private student loans from SoFi, SoFi does also offer student loan refinancing, which is not really the focus of here in today's video, but student loan refinancing is something else that SoFi does also offer. If in case rates do change when you're watching this video, maybe maybe you get a student loan today and then rates maybe go down in the future. You could always come back to SoFi and keep them as your loan servicer, but then refinance and get a better interest rate. So, depending on when you're watching this video, it may be applicable to you. Just something to keep in mind. That is nice that they do also offer refinancing with SoFi. So if rates do change, you can always opt to refinance with SoFi at a later date in the future in case you wish to do so. Now, in terms of other things to keep in mind with SoFi, in terms of the loan types, they offer undergraduate, graduate, law, MBA, health professions, and parent loans as well in terms of the different types of student loans. And they do offer rates, again, depending on what you're qualified for. Now, in terms of what you can use their student loans for, again, this includes living expenses, books, food, and more. Again, there's no limit as long as your school certifies the cost. So they will cover up to 100% of the school's certified expenses. That can help you kind of bridge that funding gap that you might have with federal student loans. You kind of fill that gap with private student loans, again, after you've already gone for scholarships and other kinds of things like that, right? Something to keep in mind. And that they do also apply to bachelor's degrees or higher, and they cover graduate certificate programs too. And they also have, loans for students entering whether it be the fall, spring, or summer terms as well. And we already covered the types of loans that they offer. Now, they do have an easy online application process. They also have no origination or late fees as well. And they have that good grades bonus and repayment rate discounts. Depending on when you're watching this video, they have certain rate discounts that may be available to you as well. They also offer loans in the ranges of 5, 7, 10, and 15-year terms, depending on how you want to go about doing that. Again, you can select whether fixed or variable. You can kind of play around with this loan calculator on their website to see the loan amount. Now, in terms of the application process, all you have to do is click, again, at the links in the video description. You click see how to apply, and it will open up their easy online application process. Here, as you see, you just have to enter in your first name, last name, email, state, and then whether you're the student or you're a parent or co-signer going through the application process. Again, with SoFi, they will cover 100% of school certified costs, and you can apply all 100% online or with a SoFi customer service chat or phone call as well. Again, with their flexible repayment options. They also include no student loan payments for 6 months after graduation, so you can focus on moving expenses, new work, all those kinds of things. So it's something else to keep in mind with SoFi and their private student loans. Now, next, getting into Sallie Mae here, today's video. Sallie Mae offers APR starting at just 3.19%, and they have fixed rates all the way up to 16.99%. Their variable rates start at 4.37% and go up to that 16.49%. Again, it does depend on what you qualify for and what interest rates look at when you're going through the application process. Now, they do have the lowest rates shown, including their 0.25% percentage point interest rate discount with auto debit payments, and they have multiple repayment options from in-school payments to deferred payments with no origination fee or prepayment penalty, and you can borrow up to 100% of school certified expenses, whether you're online or on campus. And last year, students were 4 times more likely to be approved with a cosigner. Again, that's just a very common thing, whether you're applying for Sallie Mae, SoFi, or even College App. Ultimately, if you're going through a student loan provider, it's going to be more likely that you get a better interest rate and a lower interest rate with a cosigner. Now, taking a look here at Sallie Mae in terms of what they offer, again, we touched on the fixed rate and variable rates. In terms of their student loans, they offer private student loans, undergraduate student loans, graduate student loans, as well as career training loans as well. Now, something else to keep in mind with Sallie Mae, something that, it is something pretty important through the application process. When you go through and click see how to apply for Sallie Mae, it does open you up through their online application form where you have, you just select whether you're the student or the cosigner. One thing to keep in mind about the application process with Sallie Mae is that it does have a hard credit check required, and there is no soft pull that other lenders tend to offer to give you an idea of interest rates, even if you'll qualify for the loan. So that's something to keep in mind with Sallie Mae, is that you do need to consider that it is a hard pull. So if you go through the process and finish the application with Sallie Mae, it is a hard pull to your credit. So there's a hard credit check required. Again, not the end of the world. It is something you're going to have to go through whatever lender you end up deciding to go through. But it is kind of nice that SoFi, on the other hand, does have a soft credit check in their application process. So that's something that you don't have to worry about. Again, checking won't affect your credit score with SoFi, whereas with Sallie Mae, it is a hard credit pull when you complete the application process and finish that with Sallie Mae. So that's something else to keep in mind with Sallie Mae. Now, Sallie Mae is still a decent option for a lot of people. Now, depending on what rates you may be qualified for, really does depend. You know, SoFi and Sallie Mae, depending on your personal financial situation, you may get better rates with one or the other. That's why it's good to go through the application process with a lot of different lenders, kind of get an idea of what you qualify for and shop around for rates, because ultimately the rate that you get is going to save you a lot of money in the long run. Even if it's just a few percentage points, it can make a big difference when you're paying student loans in the long term. So it is an important process. Now, one other thing with Sallie Mae in terms of what they offer for their student loans, and whether it's their private student loans. Now, they offer undergraduate, graduate, and career training loans. And in terms of their undergraduate student loans, you can do that all the way from, you know, with the no origination fees, 3 repayment options, and again, you're more likely to get, you know, done with a cosigner, and you can save money on their auto debit payments, and you can do up to 100% of school certified expenses. And you know, of those undergrad loans, you know, 91% were co-signed. So it does give you a much better edge in terms of better interest rates and better terms overall. Now, you can opt to pay interest in school, pay some in school, or pay after school with a deferred repayment plan with Sallie Mae. All you have to do is enter in, you know, some basic information and go through the online application process with Sallie Mae. Now, something else to keep in mind with their student loans as well, if you're looking at, you know, different student loans and their overall process, again, you can find their application available at the links in the video description. But Sallie Mae can be a good option for a wide variety of different types of student loans as well, whether that be flight school, medical, graduate, MBA, law, bar study, nursing, health professions, medical residency, dental, and dental residency. So Sallie Mae has a really wide variety of different types of loan programs in terms of their overall portfolio, as far as what kinds of student loans they can offer you and if you qualify for them. Again, that is with Sallie Mae. Now, Sallie Mae and SoFi, you know, ultimately at the end of the day, both of them can be great options for private student loans if you need to fill that funding gap. Now, I would advise definitely check out all the different lenders that you can, get a good grasp of the different rates that you actually qualify for, so you can get a better idea as to what, you know, what company is offering you the best interest rate. At the end of the day, that's really going to make the biggest difference here between the different companies. Now, overall, both companies can be decent options. Now, one thing to keep in mind with Sallie Mae as well is that they don't actually offer student loan refinancing. So if at any point you wanted to refinance in the future, you would just have to use an external company instead of Sallie Mae. Sallie Mae just issues the student loans up front. If you want to refinance in the future, you'd have to use an external company, maybe even SoFi for that case, because SoFi is pretty popular with their student loan refinancing. But you could also just opt to go through SoFi for your private student loan. Just depends on what kind of interest rates you get and what kind of offer that you get as well. Again, SoFi and Sallie Mae are two of, you know, the best options. They still rank quite towards the top of our student loan list here, and they are some of the best student loan, private student loan offers and companies for securing your, you know, educational funding. So, guys, if you found this video helpful, or you'd like to check out this page here and see how to apply with SoFi or Sallie Mae, again, you can check out those links linked down below in the video description. That's BrandonValesi.com/best student loans. Take you over to this page here where you can see how to apply and compare the rates and see what you qualify for with both SoFi, Sallie Mae, or even if you want to check out College Ave as well. They are also another popular provider here on the channel for student loans as well. So, guys, I hope you found this comparison helpful of, again, SoFi versus Sallie Mae, which is the best company for your student loans. Again, it depends on what kind of rates you qualify for and some of the other information that we covered here in today's video as to which might be the best option for you and which one you kind of really may be leaning towards. Again, leave comments down below in the comment section if you had experience with either lender. Guys, if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, then be sure to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button as well, and notification bell so you're notified whenever I upload a new video. Anyway, guys, that's all for today's video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.